Welcome to the WBC arena, and what a night and what a fight we expect this to be. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And yes, he is the greatest, Muhammad Ali. 6'3" tall, the best to ever do it. And facing him here is this man, Oleksandr Usyk. He's 6'3" with a 78-inch reach.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time. Watch the footwork. Watch the hand speed. No one does it like Ali. Oleksandr Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine.
It'll be ding-ding from first bell. They're off.
And now we toss it up to the world-renowned ring announcer, Mr. Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist and legend of boxing, the only three-time lineal heavyweight champion of the world. He floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. The one and only, the greatest, Muhammad Ali. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion and a unified heavyweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
This is an arena fight. You couldn't have got anybody else in this place.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. How about that time counter shot? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This is a high-octane battle. That counter shot lands. This fighter is all about finesse. Usyk couldn't take anymore, and down he goes. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
That's lights out right there.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Looking to land the hook. Swing and a miss with that hook. Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Here we we go for round two. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
The straight right just misses. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
These two were made for each other. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And he misses with that straight left. When are we going to see a jab from these two? For that receipt, it's always coming. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. And he scores with the count. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Great round. Let's.
There's the bell to start round three. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
The positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. Punch and just got countered. They exchange punches. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Both men step back for just a moment. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
A lot of effort being, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
And there's the bell to start round four. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Nice counter shot. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. They exchange punches. Counter punch right up the middle. Beautiful counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Ali in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
That's it. Now breathe.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. He threw a punch and just got countered. Throws the jab, but does not score. His stamina is off the charts. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Ali in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're gonna get a kitchen sink.
There's the bell to start round 6. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's gonna come out and put the pressure on. He's gonna throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's gonna try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Couldn't land that jab. straight right just misses. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A perfect counter shot. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Ali in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Here we go. It's round 7. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think, you just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin, a pickpocket them.
Carrying away the right hook. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Missing with the hook. Good counter punch. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Round 8, and we're off again. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on there. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Punch, counter punch. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. The straight right just misses. Beautiful counter shot. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
A very competitive round here so far.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
There's the bell to start round 9. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Can't land that jab. Punch, counter punch. He misses with that straight left. Straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
There's a lot on the line here.
There's the bell for round 10. How much is left in their tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick breath, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
The only fear you have with this heavyweight is, has he punched himself out? Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The stamina is off the charts. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Back into it. Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. You're doing good.
This is the 11th we've entered the championship round. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, slept right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Punch, counter punch. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
This can be so frustrating when you're with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? You'd like to see more jabs. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Nice slip to avoid a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you had no excuse for gassing out.
Who thought we would have made it to 12? How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
What are they doing that now? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
And that left hook doesn't find its target. Straight right just misses. Lucky that hook didn't score. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when you go in the ring with fighters like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Missing with the hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The three judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.